So, in the last two episodes, having secured promotion and then the championship of League Two, today is all about breaking records. Hello and welcome to episode 47 of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we feature the final two games in our League 2 season, one season in League 2 before we go up to League 1. That's three promotions in 3 seasons, and in the end of season review we'll be reviewing how we've done in this series so far. I think we took them over. They were virtually bottom of the Vanarama National League North when we took them over in October, whenever it was. And then that season we got promoted as champions from that division into the National League. And then from the National League we got promoted into League 2. And we've gone straight through League 2 against all the odds, even though I've been turned down for jobs because I'm not good at getting teams away from relegation. Really? But here we are today, the final two games of our season. Crewe Alexandra away at Crewe Alexandra. And then we have a home, almost party atmosphere for the Exeter City game to see us through the season and out the other end, and look forward to League 1 football next season. Right, so a couple of things just to mention before we look at what's been going on since you last with us. I will be trying to do, because we're moving on, end of season, all the rest of it, I'm going to try and record the kit thing. I know I keep mentioning that I will do it, and because we've got to the end of the season, we'll be changing the kits again. So what I'm going to do is record what I'm doing with changing those kits, and that then will hopefully show you how to change your kits in game, and I might also add in a little bit of how to add them if you've only got 2 kits showing on your save, how to change it to 3 kits. So that is all very good. One other bit of news is that I have asked for an under-21 side going into League 1. Been turned down again. So that doesn't bode well, does it, going into League 1? It hasn't done us any harm, I admit, up until now, but it would just be nice, bearing in mind that we have actually succeeded to go to League 1, that they would actually concede and let me have an under-21 side, but they're not going to. You were last with us for... where were you, though? I think it was Solihull Moors and Mansfield, possibly? We have played a few games since then because I don't know if this is a bug in F Football Manager or whether it was just a bit odd, because we had like 2 weeks between the Mansfield game and the Wimbledon game, and then we had 2 weeks between that and the Colchester game, and then we had another 11 or 10 days from Colchester to Gillingham, and it just seems to be a heck of a long time to get us through to May. So why we had Tuesday, Sunday so much here, why these didn't come out every week and then spread them down, I really don't know. I just don't know. But hey, so we have played a few friendlies along the way. That last episode, of course, the 2-1 loss to Mansfield. Since then we haven't lost. We've gone 7 games unbeaten. We beat Saint Etienne in a friendly 5-1. We beat Wimbledon in League 2 3-0. Omertoy, Mundell and Linton in that one. The New Saints from Wales, we beat them 1-0 in a friendly. James Graham, one of the trialists, scoring the winning goal in that one. We beat Colchester in League 2. That was a bit of a topsy-turvy game, if I remember rightly. 4-3 we beat them in the end. Lewis Walker opening the scoring after 28 minutes. They equalised after 48. Lewis Walker putting us back in front on 50. They equalised on 58. Omertoy put us in front on 64. And then Johnny Smith had in another one on 65. Give us a 2-goal cushion, but they weren't finished. Their man Munn getting another goal on 68 minutes, and it was a close run thing to the end of the match, but we did actually manage to see them off 4-3. Ian Munn picking up Player of the Month for League Two, or Young Player of the Month for League Two. So he's done very, very well. That was Colchester. Chester, then we played in a friendly 2-0. Lewis Dobby getting 2 goals late in the game in that one. It was pretty close up until then. Gillingham in League Two, we beat 2-1. Andy Smith, after 61 minutes. Perry Moss, a minute into injury time at the end of the game, gave us a 2-1 win. I don't know if we were a goal down in that game. I think we might have been. We were a goal down after 10 minutes and struggling, but managed to get it back. A good turnaround, that one. And then a 2-0 win against Northampton. Northampton near the bottom of the table. Joe Tomlinson and Jay Turner-Cook. Jay Tomlinson, you might ask, who is he? Well, he is our latest recruit because we have actually we'll do the transfers in a minute, but he's come in. He's a 3.5 star. Current ability, left-sided defender, can play on the right side as well. Potential to be a 4-star. He wasn't on trial. He was one of the top trialists with us. So we just decided not to lose him. We decided to bring him in. So he's in with us, and he is on the list until 2027. So a couple more seasons yet. So and he's made his first goal, his debut. Well, not his debut goal, but his first goal for us on 23 minutes. Jay Turner-Cook, who doesn't score, doesn't play very often, doesn't score very often, getting the other goal after 42 minutes, which leaves us with today's 2 games. Crewe away from home and Exeter. We'll have a look at how we've done with them in the past very, very shortly. But first of all, a look at the table. And this is how it looks. Still a bit of argy-bargy going on for the final 2 promotion places and playoff places, albeit it does look as if Leyton Orient, Bradford City and Crawley Town have secured those playoff places. So the other 3 playoff places are up for grabs. Burton Albion, Hartlepool and Cheltenham, albeit Leyton Orient and Bradford City will be trying very, very hard over the next 2 matches. In fact, Leyton Orient are almost there of getting automatic promotion. 1 more win would secure that for them, of course, with 2 games left to play. So as you'll see, so far, we'll have a look in a minute and see what records we've been breaking. We've won 33, drawn 7, lost 4. Those games against Mansfield, Leyton Orient, Swindon Town and AFC Wimbledon, all by 1 goal, which was really, really annoying. We've scored 100 goals. We've let in 37. Not the best defence. In fact, the best defence is Leyton Orient on 33. So that's pretty good going. We do have a plus goal difference of 63 and 106 points. I suppose, really, when you think about it, actually not the most frugal, but Albion have only had 33 as well. But bearing in mind that we've been attacking the other end, and it always allows a certain amount of goals that you concede because of the attacking foray. But so, as I say, 106 points at the moment. We are what? Nearly 30 points clear. 27 points clear of Leyton Orient in second place. I mean, that is a huge, huge amount of points clear of those. And down the bottom of the table, as you'll see, Doncaster rooted to the bottom, and with only 6 points available to them, they're getting very close to going down. Northampton still in a fight at the bottom there with Stevenage and Gillingham for surviving. Colchester Stevenage. What am I looking at? Solihull Moors and Gillingham. Stevenage, the other side, 1 point for them would just about do it, I think. And Colchester are safe. Can't be caught at the bottom there. So that's how it looks in the table. Let's have a look at records. How are we doing? Most points in a season was Swindon Town on 102. We've beaten that record. 106, I think, is currently the total. Most league wins in a season, that's already been updated. Why has that not been updated then? Most points in a season. Don't understand that. 33, we've got the record for that. 24, 25. So that is a new record. Anything else been broken? Yes. Most yellow cards, worst team discipline. We've 118 yellow cards this season, 1 red card. So we've picked up a record that we didn't really want to win as such. Disappointing that. Most assists in a season. I'm not sure whether we've broken any of these records. They're not showing up as it is at the moment. Levi Sutton's 14 yellow cards is the record there. We haven't got that record, thankfully. So that's how it looks from that perspective. Let's have a look at... I want to go into here. If we go into there and then records, our own team records, most points in a season, 106. We've broken that one. Most league wins in a season, 33. We've broken that one. Most league goals scored in a season, 104. That's still open. Potentially we could do it. 2 games left to go. Highest attendance we've got this season was against Wigan in the Emirates FA Cup second round. Highest gate receipts the same game. Lowest attendance was the Papa John's Trophy. Biggest win was in October against Trinity. That's not what we're looking at. 6-0. Can't see any more that's actually records-wise that's been beaten. Manny Norcat on 34. I think Tyrese Omatoy is going to beat that one. We'll come back to that in the transfer end of season transfer review scenario. Let's get on with the episode. 2 games to finish us off then. See if we can break some more records. It's Crewe up first. And this is the team that will face Crewe in our penultimate game of the season. And as you'll see, their record recently hasn't been particularly good. They've, out of their last 5 matches, they've lost 3, drawn 2. So they're not having a great time. Malden in goal, though, then he is our only goalkeeper that is actually functioning at the moment. Ben Killip, who is out, he's got a hip injury, suffered in training and expected to be out for another 2 to 4 months. So he's not there, and we don't have another goalkeeper in our midst that's actually with us. We have done a deal, and we have a goalkeeper. I can't remember who he is, and we never check the transfers either for Tomlinson either. We will do that at some other point, but yeah, we've got a goalkeeper coming in the summer, but he's not due with us until June because we passed the deadline for free transfers and all the rest of it. So Malden, our only goalie. We don't want him injured, otherwise we are in trouble. Tomlinson, Gamble, Williams and Viner are backline. Mundell and Hume are in front of them. Walker and Smith playing wide with Dobby and Omatoy in attack. On the bench then, Brown, Smith, Pedder, Daddyzak, Barrington, Scanlon and Moss. And this is how the 2 sides match up. Crewe Alexandra playing a 4-2-3-1. And we stick with our 4-2-4 formation. That's done us so well. Crewe Alexandra 10th on 62 points. An outside chance of a playoff place, I think. And they have the first highlight, a corner. Williams heading it back across our defence, which isn't good, but we've come away with the ball. Walker, 3 minutes on the clock, but ball given away. That's tidied up. It's got out wide to Smith. Smith now looking for Mundell. He finds him, but he's tackled, and Dobby picks it up. Omatoy through to Walker. Walker in, and Walker misses. Oh no, it's blocked by their defender, and it goes out for a corner. Hume with the corner. It's going to be an in-swinger. Swings it in. It's all bobbled around. It didn't really get it to anybody. But Tomlinson, Gamble, and they have a free kick just outside our area. 17 minutes on the clock. And I'm not sure whether Malden's up to these. That's the only thing. And he's not, as I said. And they go 1 up on 18 minutes. And we can't afford to give away free kicks in that area. A lovely curling shot, and Malden nowhere near it. They have a throw-in on that far side. Williams to Popoff. And a penalty. Walker going in. And, oh dear. We're going to go 2 down here after 22 minutes, and we've got a mountain to climb. And, oh dear me. Not the start we wanted. As I say, Crewe up for the fight. Still a chance of a playoff. And come back with a highlight. That ball falling, which is a bit of a weird highlight. Just caught it as the goalkeeper was catching it out of the air. And that one forward, Popoff. And Popoff, why is that defender not getting anywhere near him? Who is it? It's Viner. Struggling to get anywhere near him. Louis Malden catching that very nicely, though. Malden with a goal kick. Gamble. Gamble comes forward. Finds Tomlinson. Back to Gamble. And be good to get a goal back before half-time. But we're giving the ball away again. Hume tries to step in, but shot from distance. And it's over the top and wide. Throwing on that far side. And it's all Crewe in this first half. Not really had any highlights of us on attack at all. And it's swung in, and Hunt's there. Oh, it's got over the top. Caught a deflection as well, so I think it's gone out for a corner. It has. Colquette going to take this corner. It's going to be an in-swinger. Long, deep to the far post and headed out by Walker. Corner on the other side. This time an outswinger. Colquette again. Pressure from Crewe. Tomlinson heads that out. Walker is there to pick it up. And half-time comes, and it's a poor first half. A very poor first half. We've had 4 shots, nothing on target. 0.56, 43% of the possession. They've had 7 shots, 3 on target. 1.76 on the XG, 57% of the possession. We need a better second half if we're going to get back into this match. It'd be quite nice to finish the season unbeaten, but it's going to be a bit of a tall order today by the looks of it. And unusual for us, but we are going to make 2 changes at half-time. We've changed our formation back to a 4-2-3-1. Omotoy heading up the attack. We've brought Moss on for Dobby, who wasn't having a particularly good game. Lewis Dobby coming off. Moss coming on for him as an attacking playmaker. Walker has moved out to the left-hand side. Omotoy, as I say, moved up front. And Harrison Williams, very frustrated, in danger of losing discipline. Save him getting sent off. We brought on Andy Smith in his place in defence. There are 2 changes at half-time then. And our first highlight of the second half. It's 55 minutes on the clock. Smith with a corner. It's swung in, but nobody there. Popoff getting it as far as Viner. Viner goes out wide to Smith. Smith cross it in. Walker, but heads it over the top. And with 73 minutes on the clock, we're making a final 2 changes. It's Romain Mundell coming off for Rafferty Peda in a central midfield in that Mazzala role. And we've also taken off Lewis Walker, not having a good game, and brought on Luca Barrington. If any time we want Luca Barrington to do something a bit different, now's the time. Tomlinson with a throw into Hume. Back to Tomlinson. Tomlinson, it's got a deflection off the defender, and it's hurled back upfield. They've defended well. Smith, Hume trying to get it through, but it's failed. But Peda is in. Omotoy. And Scanlon is pickpocketed. Peda over the top. Smith looking for something or other. But Smith, it's cleared upfield, and they come away with it. Oh, man, they're 3 goal down, and we'll put a dent in us. This is bad, but well tackled there by Peda. He's doing well since he's been on. Gamble, Smith to Tomlinson. They bullied us all game. Smith, Hume. Oh, that's a poor pass by Hume. And that's the story of our day. Shot from distance, gone over the top. We have a free kick just inside our own half. Not a lot of time left. Goes out wide to Barrington. Barrington steadies himself looking for Hume. Hume finds Pedder. Pedder's had a shot and the goalkeeper can only parry it. And it's still not going to be one of those days offside. And it's all over. It's been a poor day for us. A very, very poor day. Pedder had a good game when he came on. Andy Smith did well in defence. Johnny Smith didn't do too bad either. But at the end of the day, their goalkeeper, Jaros, really probably kept them in the game. But bearing in mind, we had 14 shots, only 3 of which were on target. They had 10 shots, 5 on target, scored 2 of them. We'll put that one down as a bit of a damp squib. Let's go into the last game and see if we can round off our season in style. And with just one game left to play, we are on 106. The maximum we can get is 109 points. And yeah, good job we achieved the wins that we wanted to. Leyton Orient in second on 79. We'll get confirmed in a minute. They're 3 points away. Still not confirmed as promoted. They lost 2-0 to Swindon Town. Bradford City also on equal points to Crawley Town. It's all down. It's between Crawley Town and Bradford City. If Leyton Orient lose again and those two win, it could be interesting on the final day of the season, albeit they pretty much got it on goal difference, but they could have finished that off. Bradford City. Can't see. Bradford City, yes, I can. Right at the top there. Beat Carlisle. Crewe, I think, have blown their chances. Not completely. Still in with a very, very slim chance. The goal difference is quite good. They're still in it, but it's a lot to be done. They've got to rely on other teams above them losing. So it's all going to go down to the final day of the season as it stands at the moment. Doncaster, I think, are relegated. They are. Northampton still have a chance of hanging on. How did they get on today? They lost 1-0 to Crawley. So it all comes down to the final day of the season, as it does sometimes in these leagues. It comes down to that sort of differential. We'll see what happens then. Final day of the season. It's for us, it's Exeter City. And we're disappointing result there against Crewe. We will just dismiss. Last time out at St James Park, it was a 0-0 draw. The only time that we've played them. Let's hope for better today. Good to finish the season on top form. And to our final game of the season against Exeter City in League Bet, Sky Bet League 2, going up to League 1 next season, of course. Molden continues in goal, being our only goalkeeper after his last match and the way he played. He would have definitely dropped out had we had another player available to another goalkeeper available to us, with Prizebeck out on loan and Killip injured. And we couldn't get Adam Prizebeck back off of loan. And I need to check when I'm loaning players out in future that we do have a recall. And if the other side won't play recall notice, then basically we throw them out. Tomlinson, Brown, Williams and Pike, the rest of the back line. Hume and Viner playing as defensive midfielders this time out. Barrington, Dudizak and Smith are attacking line behind Omatoy up front. Trying the version 4 of the 4-2-3-1 today. Smith, Gamble, Linton, Mundell, Moss, Pedder and Dobby on the bench for this one. And our final home game of the season, 4-2-3-1 version 4. Omatoy scored 37 goals in 54 games. And they're playing a 4-2-3-1. Dewhurst has made 133 saves. They are 11th on 62. And Crawley and Bradford City are battling it out for the promotion. And they play one another today. Our first highlight then. It's an Exeter City throw 4 minutes in. And that ball forward, cut out by Williams. Back to Molden. Brown. Brown comes forward. Finds Johnny Smith. Johnny Smith over the top looking for Omatoy. Didn't find him. It was headed up. Barrington into the path of Omatoy. Omatoy hits the post. Beats the goalkeeper. A free kick to Exeter City. Swing it in deep. It's headed over the top though. Free kick for an offside, I'm guessing. Dewhurst to take the free kick. Oh, and that's through. Cox is in, and he's put it wide. Tomlinson with a throw-in on this far side. Highlights coming thick and fast. Barrington, Hume, Viner. Viner now comes forward, looking for Johnny Smith. It's a poor pass from Viner, and last couple of games. And what's Pike doing? That was to nobody, no tackle. It's got through, but Johnny Smith tidies up. Williams back to Malden. Malden comes forward. Out wide to Tomlinson. Tomlinson keeps the ball in. Nice play. Barrington. Hume. Nice build-up. Daddy-Zack. Viner. Viner comes forward. Finds Johnny Smith. Johnny Smith through to Pike. Pike threads it through for Daddy-Zack. Daddy-Zack straight to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper makes the save. It's still alive. Pike. Oh, that was way off target. And we have a corner. Hume with the corner. Swings it in. Oh, not there. Williams tidies up though. Viner. Can he swing this ball back in? No. Tomlinson. Tomlinson out to Hume. Brown. Hume. Tomlinson. Tomlinson tries to thread it through. It's poor ball really. Back to the goalkeeper. Dewhurst. It's long. Tomlinson underneath this one. Viner tidying up. Daddy-Zack. Daddy-Zack out to Barrington, but the defender's there. And the ball again. Brown under this one. Daddy-Zack. Barrington out wide to Smith. Smith into the area, has a shot and puts it away. 14th goal of the season. And at last, we go a goal up, and we've seen a Buxton goal in this episode. I was beginning to wonder whether we were going to. Final 2 games of the season after the Lord Mayor show. But nice bring down for Smith. Smith could have crossed it into the area, but decided to have a go on his own, and rightly so. And half-time has arrived. No more highlights. A good first half. A lot better. 10 shots, 8 of which have been on target. 1.51 on the XG. 58% possession against Exeter City's 4 shots. 1 on target, 0.32. 42% of the possession. It's not a bad first half. More of the same in the second, please, boys and girls. The only downside is Tyrese Omatoy not having a good game. Again, I'm not sure what's the matter with him. In other news, just a quick update. Bradford City are in position at the moment to secure, and it's literally not a lot in it, against Crawley Town. They were winning that game. It's now 1-1, and they've got it, and I would like to say on goal difference, but there's obviously something. It's probably something to do with head-to-heads. I don't know how it all pans out, but that's what's going on at the top of the table as it currently stands. Crawley Town will be in the playoffs. Wimbledon and Cheltenham are securing their place. Hartlepool, last time I looked, they aren't going to get back in that game. They're losing 2-0 to Leyton Orient and have dropped out of the playoff places by virtue of having 2 players sent off. They will not be happy about that. They're going to stay in League 2 next season. And at the bottom of the table, Solihull Moors losing 2-1 to. They were a goal down, now 2 goals down. Now 2-1, losing to thing. They need to get a result or at least a point there if they can. Northampton have it in their hands. If they can win, they would go up, would stay up. And it's all down to that. And I can't see their Northampton. Where are you? There they are. 0-0 with Chesterfield at the moment. Desperately need to get a score in that one to stay up and not to disappear into the National League. We'll bring you up to date with that at the end of the match. First highlight of the second half. 64 minutes on the clock. Daddy-Zack comes forward, finds Omatoy. Omatoy in a bit of space, throws it through for Barrington. He chipped the goalkeeper and it hit the post. It's gone out for a corner. And Barrington unlucky there. Hume with the corner then, an in-swinger. swings it in. Nobody there, though. And it's gone out. Viner will tidy up. He has Brown in support. Brown finds Hume. Hume finds Williams. Williams has Pike on this side. Pike inside to Smith. Smith turns. Has a shot through. It's gone in. The goalkeeper made a right old Horlicks of that. And Dewhurst made a big error. And Johnny Smith gets that one. And he's scored both goals in this game. He's been the highlight. Oh, I got a hand to it. I don't think Dewhurst thought it was coming in. 2-0. And with 71 minutes on the clock, we've been very brash, having gone 2 goals up in this one. And we've made a number of changes. Normally, I would hold one back, but seeing as it's last game of the season and all the rest of it, we're going to go for it. And we have made the 5 changes straight off the bat. Daniel Pike comes off. Andy Smith is on for him. Harry Williams is off. All because of tired players, really. Patrick Gamble comes on for him. Joe Tomlinson, so we've virtually changed our back line. He's replaced by Josiah Linton. Harrison Dudziak, who's not had a bad game, is replaced by Perry Moss. And Zach Viner in defensive midfield has been replaced by Pedder. But we've changed Hume and Pedder from defensive midfield players to a more conventional midfield. And see how we go. 2 goals up. Hopefully Exeter won't get back at us, but that's how it is. And with Barrington and Smith having a good day at the office in the wide players, we'll stick with them. They have a corner. It's swung in. It's headed clear. It's bobbling around. It's come back off the crossbar, but cleared by Linton. No more highlights. It's all over. And around the pitch, lap of honour is the word I was looking for. 18 shots, 13 on target. That's what we should have done against Crewe. 2.22, 57% of the possession. I like that version 4. It's pretty defensive, but against the side, when you come unstuck a little bit, you just want that little bit of surety. And then you can, once you've settled, got a couple of goals up, you can change it up a bit. Not that really give us too much more impetus. They had 8 shots, only 1 on target, 0.99, 43% possession. A good finish to the season. Even Louis Molden played reasonably well at the end of the season there. But player of the match award to Johnny Smith for his 2 goals and 4 key passes. Not a bad day at the office for him. An assist from Luca Barrington, an assist from Daniel Pike as well, going into the mix. It's not been a bad day. The question is, what has happened with promotions and relegations also in League 2? Let's go and have a look. And we finished the season at the top of the table with 109 points, a goal difference of 63. We ended up some 27 points clear of Leyton Orient in second place. That's some margin in the end and been there for a long while. Crawley Town beating Bradford City by 2-1 on the final day of the season to secure the last automatic promotion, and they will be in celebratory mood, which means Burton Albion, Bradford City, Cheltenham and Wimbledon are the teams that will play off for the 4th and final promotion spot. Hartlepool losing out by having 2 players sent off in their match, but being beaten by Leyton Orient on the last day of the season by 4-0. Northampton couldn't muster a goal in their match at Chesterfield and have ended up being relegated to the National League for next season. And mind you, Solihull Moors did manage to get a draw, albeit they would have still gone down had Northampton scored and won in that game. Gillingham managing to survive by an odd couple of points. It would have been extremely interesting had the Solihull Moors lost and Northampton won, of course. Gillingham, I'm just looking for the Gillingham score. Where are we, Gillingham? Where are you? Have you guys seen it? There they are, 0-0 with Mansfield. So Gillingham, if Mansfield had beaten them that day, then obviously that would have been quite a big headache as well. Right, that's how the season has finished up. We will come back in the in the transfer special end of season review and tell you how the playoff places went and who's coming up and who's going down and all the rest of it, all coming up in our very next episode. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend. It will also tell you when our Chelsea save, which is in its last season, and through to the Carabao Cup final in that one as well. So worth a look. Making Chelsea Stand Proud is the series. A new series will follow that. So the best way to keep up to date with what is going on is to hit the notification button, but also to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. That's the best way of keeping up to date with all that's happening. The thing is below here if you're having a look. Just Offside 2. New episodes To Be a Legend released every Monday and Thursday at 4:15 p.m. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you for the next episode. It is episode 48. It is our end of season review and transfer special. It's out on Thursday. Until then, I bid you a fond good day.